Yo, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your co-host, Jake Subject.
I'm your other co-host, Ethan Busso.
This is For the Record number 19 of this school year. Number 19.
Yeah, it feels like it's the first one.
Yeah, seriously. All right, Ethan, what we got for this week?
XFL is kind of starting to heat up a little bit. I think this was weekend number 3 of XFL.
They're starting to come out, these rankings, they're starting to kind of shape. You know, you have the Houston Roughnecks and the DC Defenders, the top two positions. They're kind of both jumping out as the early favorites, especially the DC Defenders with Cardale Jones at the head of the quarterback.
Yeah, I saw they were Cardale Jones is like the highest paid. I think he's the highest paid player, like almost upwards to $500,000, which is crazy because the average salary is like $55,000.
Yeah, seriously.
Cardale Jones has not lost as a starter since 2010.
That's such a weird stat.
It is weird stat because, I mean, how many games did he really started? I mean, he started 2 for Ohio State, and he won a national championship through 2 games. And then he plays as a starting quarterback. I forget who he played. Who did he play for in NFL? I think it was like the Bills, I want to say.
I don't even know, to be honest. Couldn't even tell you.
Well, I mean, I like seeing him back, playing again. It's just kind of fun to watch some of these old players.
I think it's awesome for the Houston Roughnecks to have this guy named P.J. Walker. And he used to play at Temple, but then, he was not that great of a quarterback. And he comes into the XFL, and he's playing like he's about to win the MVP this year.
Yeah, you get to see a lot of these guys second chances.
Yeah.
I mean, you hope to see a lot of these guys get contracts next year.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
We get to see a couple of Nebraska players. De'Mornay Pierce-Nell had a touchdown last week, almost had another one, I believe. It was like knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line or something. I just really hope to get to see him, get workouts lead for the NFL. So a lot of these guys want to do.
Yeah. So who's your team?
I'm a Renegades fan. I figured just as a Dallas Cowboys fan, I might as well be a Dallas Renegades fan too.
Yeah. But I think I'm either. I just don't know. Either the St. Louis Battlehawks or the DC Defenders. I don't know yet.
Who's on the Defenders that you like?
I like Cardale on the Defenders. I mean, he's just fun to watch.
Yeah, he is fun to watch.
And plus there's a defensive guy from Notre Dame on that team, Jerron Jones. But
yeah, the Battlehawks got 2 and 4 Nebraska players. De'Mornay Pierce-Nell and Brandon Riley are both on the squad. So I do enjoy watching them play.
I just like their name.
The Battlehawks. It's a sick name.
Yeah. All right. So that should wrap it up for XFL. It's really exciting to watch every Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, it gives us something to do. I just want to watch football as much as I can.
Exactly. So college basketball this past weekend, it was pretty hectic.
Yeah, it was
North Carolina took an L against the Fighting Irish.
Yeah, it's the 3rd time out of 4 games we've lost on a buzzer beater.
Yeah, you guys are trash.
And 6 time out of the last 9 games lost by 3 points or less.
KU is absolutely just looking dominant right now.
Yeah, I mean right now it's just it looks like it's going to come down to KU and Baylor, and they had to play each other coming up here. It'll be 3 versus 1, maybe even 1 versus 2. Baylor's atop the AP polls again. I don't know. It's like the 6th consecutive week, maybe even more than that.
SDSU remains undefeated at 26-0.
Yeah, and I think they're definitely a legit team.
You think?
I don't think that there's a question that. I mean, the best team that they've played is Creighton, the number 15 team in the country, who they beat by 20 to 30 points. But they're a solid squad.
I mean, speaking of Creighton, they're at number 15 now.
That's the highest they've been in like 3 years or something like that.
That's crazy. I mean, they're playing absolutely lights out right now.
They play tonight though. They play. I want to say it's at Marquette. Who is what are they ranked now?
Marquette is ranked 19.
It's going to be a tough game. It's always a tough game playing against Marcus Howard.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, one of the best players in college basketball. Probably the best player in the Big East. Miles Powell. But Marquette's always a tough team to play.
If Prep didn't have senior night, I'd be watching that game.
Oh, yeah. But, big night tonight, senior night.
No, yeah, I'm excited.
But
besides that, Iowa State lost to KU last night.
Yeah, it was no surprise.
Or a Monday night.
Yeah, no surprise there. I don't know. I'm just getting excited. We got getting towards conference tournament, which is always a fun time because then coming up right afterwards, Selection Sunday and March Madness.
Oh, I'm so excited! March Madness is so much. I just love March Madness.
Cannot wait to get into that. Did you see the FPI? The FPI rankings came out for
college football. I did.
Nebraska standing at number 22.
I saw Notre Dame at 9.
Texas and Texas A&M were 7 and 8.
Which I don't
it's just all about returners for Texas. I mean, they returned so many guys on both sides of the ball. Recruiting again. I mean, what were they? Were they a top 10 recruiting class? I think they.
Texas.
I think they both were.
Texas was like a top 5.
Texas and A&M was in the top 10 too. I mean, that's what they base it off of. It's not like they're going to start in the top, but neither team is going to start in the top 10. Maybe Texas A&M, but again, like A&M last year, we saw they had a tough record, but I mean, we saw how they played. We talked about that a lot. But I think Nebraska got the second highest jump. What was that? It's like they jumped up from 25 some spots. Was it 25?
Yeah, it was.
Florida State, they were 25.
Ooh, excuse me.
But again, it gets a lot of people hopeful for this coming season, and it's just not something you want to do again.
I don't think FPI really has anything.
No, and it's not. It's not gonna be like that in the AP. Like I don't think neither Florida State or Nebraska will be ranked in the top 25 when the AP polls come out, and it's just Nebraska fans don't get too excited about these FPI rankings. Doesn't mean as much as we think, but it's still nice to see the recognition.
Yeah, I give Scott Frost 1.5 more seasons. I think he has this year and then half the season next year to prove himself. Or I think
we talked about this right when he got hired. 4 years. 4 years. This will come up on 3 this year. You gotta be. I think 9-3 by your 9-3. At least by your fourth year.
You mean you got your recruiting classes now? You'll
have your full every single player. Almost every single player in your team will be your recruiter.
You're gonna have your offensive system put in by now.
It's in by the time you should have exactly what you want in 4 years. So it's gonna be I don't know. Schedule's gonna be tough this year and next, but you're gonna have to start winning big games.
Yeah.
You have no choice. But I mean, those tough teams are teams you're gonna have to be able to beat in the next year or two. So the
NBA All-Star
Weekend. Dunk contest.
Pretty exciting stuff. I watched highlights of it. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
It was a great dunk contest.
Was it?
Pat Connaughton was 1 point shy of Derrick Jones Jr.
That's too bad.
I wanted them to see Dwight Howard. I think we all knew Dwight Howard wasn't going to win it.
Yeah.
But I mean, at what he's 34. He was good for a 34-year-old, almost 7-footer.
I was watching those Pat Connaughton highlights. He's like he put the white boy can't jump outfit on. Mm-hmm. It was jumping over guys. That's awesome.
But I think Aaron Gordon again should have won. We all kind of thought it was over after Aaron Gordon's last dunk.
Yeah, he has the most 50-point slam dunks in history with 0 wins. Nate Robinson has 150 slam dunk with 3 slam dunk titles.
To be fair, I think they've gotten a little bit more loose on the kind of what defines a perfect dunk.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just how early they set. Depends on what they set the bar at the first and second round. But just a couple amazing dunks, and I don't want to take anything away from Derrick Jones Jr. His dunks were great. But I think we all kind of thought it was over, right after the last dunk by Aaron Gordon. I think he thought it was over. I think Derrick Jones Jr. thought he lost. And I think now what sucks is that we're not going to get to see much of Aaron Gordon now anymore in dunk contests. There's no way he goes again.
Unless he wants just one more shot to be
I doubt it. But I think the All-Star game was super good for the NBA. Everybody, going hard, just getting the fans what they want to see.
Yeah, seriously, and people actually trying to what we actually wanted. These past few years have been just absolutely so boring.
Yeah, we've been relying on the dunk contest, which has stepped up recently, but
Buddy Hield won the 3-point contest.
That was fun. Did you get to watch that?
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that he won on a buzzer beater.
Yeah, it was cool. He started heating up the last rack, and he ended up defeating Devin Booker. It was an exciting one.
Devin Booker almost wasn't even in All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, I know. It was a little ridiculous that he wasn't even in the original original All-Star reserves.
How would you feel about if you were C.J. McCollum and your teammate said, "Oh, I want Booker to replace me instead"?
I think he gets it. I think he knows that he wasn't up next. You know what I'm saying? Dame knew that Devin Booker was up next, but I guess I'd be a little mad. But I don't know. Did you like the format now? The playing to 24 points in the fourth quarter.
That's very unique. I don't know how to feel about it quite yet with only one game being played with this rule. I say maybe wait till next year.
I still didn't really get the point of restarting the score at the end of every quarter. What that got for them, because they ended up playing to a final score. they ended up just adding all those points together through the 3 quarters, then playing to a certain amount in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
it's a little weird.
But I mean, it worked out well. The game ended in a close one. I think everybody was happy. So I think excited to see the second half of the NBA season coming up.
Yeah. I think
that should cover it.
Yeah, I should pretty much wrap it up. There's not really a lot going on in the sports world, so.
Yeah, we're gonna start getting into a little bit more intense basketball and some baseball coming up soon.
March Madness coming up. Oh man, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Baseball season right around the corner.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun spring. Mm-hmm. But thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Go Jays.